Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Yanni Joanne. On today's video, I am going to be talking about how I use natural consequences as my favorite method of teaching children how to learn from their mistakes and how to learn lessons that are crucial in life using natural disciplining methods and no negative words or punishments, timeouts, anything of that nature. So stay tuned, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So we have to start off with knowing what are natural consequences and what does a natural consequence mean? So a natural consequence is the inevitable result of a child's own actions. Thanks, Google. So basically, it's pretty, verbatim, natural. There's no plan to it. It happens on its own without interference from the outside world or from you. So an example of a natural consequence for an adult would be, I leave my keys in my car. What could happen? A number of things could happen. The battery runs out, let's say, or it can get stolen. These are all natural consequences that just happen because I did something. It's basically like cause and effect. If I do this, this is going to happen. Now, instead of making our kids do something, telling them what to do and commanding them, I prefer to use natural consequences as a method for them to learn from their mistakes or just to simply learn a lesson. So a big one that I use is, okay, you don't want to take your coat to the park? All right, but when we get there, you're going to get cold. All right, you want to take your scooter? Okay, you can take your scooter, but once you get tired, I'm not going to carry it. It's your scooter. Or a lot of times children won't want to finish their food. So I'll ask them, okay, what do you think is going to happen if you don't finish your food? I love asking kids questions because it gets them thinking for themselves, and it's a great way to teach them how to problem solve. So they'll say, oh, I'll get hungry. And then I'll say, well, what happens if you get hungry? My tummy will hurt, or I'll get cranky, or I'll want to have food. And then I'll say, okay, well, if you didn't eat breakfast, you're going to have to wait till snack time or lunch, whichever comes first. So eat your food now, because if not, you're going to have to wait till lunch. And they'll either eat their food now or they'll say, okay, fine, I'll wait. But if they don't wait and they're like, oh, I'm hungry, then you ask them, okay, so remember at breakfast when I told you what would happen? Guess what? It's happening and now you're hungry. So remember, I also told you if you didn't eat your food, you were going to have to wait till 30 minutes from now or an hour from now, whatever it is, for you to have your snack or your lunch. And parents, caregivers, family, and friends, you guys have to stand firm on these methods of teaching them, because if you just cave, guess what? Next time they're gonna remember, oh, well, I didn't have to eat my lunch or my breakfast because remember, like an hour later you gave me a snack or whatever. And that's not how we teach kids lessons, and quite frankly, that's not how real life works. If you don't do something that you're supposed to do, you're not gonna pass that test, you're not gonna get that job, you're gonna get fired. Things are going to happen due to natural consequences, and these things are going to take their course. So you might as well teach them while they're young. A lot of times, instead of parents teaching their kids these vital lessons, they will just do things for them, or as I mentioned, they'll just cave in. And it's like, no, let these children learn. There's nothing wrong with letting your child learn. A little bit of pain, a little bit of hunger, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's not going to kill them. They're not going to starve themselves. And I'm sure you are not going to let them starve. They're not going to freeze to death and get frostbite just because they left their jacket at home. But now they know, all right, when mommy says it's probably best I bring my jacket, guess what? I'm going to bring my jacket because it's probably cold outside. Or what you also can do is, all right, you don't want to take your jacket to the park. Let's just take it and we'll leave it in the car. And if you get cold, you can go and grab it. This is another way of giving them some kind of independency and letting them make their own decisions. This is a bit extreme, but another natural consequence would be if you hit me, odds are you're going to get hit back. obviously not by me, but like, let's say they're, a troublesome kid and they can't keep their hands to themselves and they are attacking some kid. Well, attacking is a little bit rough, but, and they're at a park and, they push somebody, not everybody is just going to take that. He might get pushed back. That's a natural consequence. So if he doesn't like to get pushed around, if he doesn't like the consequences of his actions, that'll make him or her really think about what they're doing. Prior to all these things happening, you want to have the conversation with them of what natural consequences are. All right, I know you don't want to go to school, but if you don't go to school, you're not going to learn, you're not going to make friends, you're not going to pass, you're going to have to repeat whatever grade you're in. Natural consequences. Make sure that they understand. Don't just start implementing things right off the bat. You want to involve them in any new teaching opportunities that you're trying to involve them in. And you want to make them feel a part of, the team, a part of the family, like they know what to expect. All right, guys, this was a little short video of natural consequences, but it was straight and to the point. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time on more nanny tips and tricks from yours truly, Nanny Joanne.